Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Wembanyama is out there with Thomas. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the 2. And for the Bucks, the small and power forward to the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard out there with Lee. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season for players. Has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Barnes can't get it to go. Giannis passes to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Paul, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Barnes kicks to Paul. It's Thomas, high post. Giannis is there.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Thomas against Lillard. Lopez, a screen on Thomas. 2 points. That one goes.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Paul kicks to Thomas. Barnes outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Barnes, one of the best catch-and-shoot guys around. Awesome at filling out the defense and then taking advantage of what's available.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Champagnie. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Paul against Lillard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Now here's Paul. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Wembanyama, a screen on Lillard. Paul can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. Lopez outside. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio with the rebound. Outside Thomas. Pass to Paul. 3-pointer. And Lee pulls it down. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
That one misses. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. The layup missed.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Takes the 3. And Lee pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Giannis cuts it down.
Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Spurs have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for the bandstand. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move. Get the camera on you. You're on beat. Keep it going.
Checked in for Chris Middleton. And let's see the leading 3-point teams in the NBA. In 4th, the Bucks.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Here's Paul. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Giannis against Thomas.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Thomas against Giannis. Lopez, a screen on Thomas. Here's Antetokounmpo. High post Lopez. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. San Antonio with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Now, here's Thomas. After the miss from Damian Lillard, and he comes up with the deuce.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Trent outside. Back to Lillard. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Al Paul, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Lopez. Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lights checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Vassell's checked in. Four on the clock. Here's Wright. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Spurs leading by 4. Vassell with it. On the wing, Barnes. He just could not put it together in that loss to Chicago. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the shot goes down.
And he's having quite a quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We look at the Bucks. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And right now for the Bucks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Barnes looking around. Wembanyama, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Wright with the ball for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
So it's the Spurs now, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lee outside. Pass to Wright. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's Vassell on the wing. Covered by Lee. There's the 3. They get it again. Paul outside. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Paul's got 5.
If he can find a look outside, Paul's going to take it. Don't expect him to hesitate if he gets that look.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now Paul, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Paul can't get it to go.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Vassell against Lee. Here's Wright. And no good. Trying to use the glass. San Antonio leading by 4. Pass to Paul. Wembanyama, a screen on Wright. Chris Paul, and that's good. He's got 8.
You know, as he's gotten older, the outside jumper has become a bigger part of Paul's game, as it needs to.
Off with the layup.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
He's so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Now here's Trent, still without a basket.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Outside Thomas. He takes it in. Count that bucket. Thomas got 6.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Lillard scanning the floor. The 3. Collins grabs the miss.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Thomas, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And it's a 9-point San Antonio lead. Here is Lillard. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto. Takes the 13-footer. The shot comes out, and so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
They've got Gary Trent. Trent's out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Wright in a shooting guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Trent kicks to Prince. Trent outside, fires for three, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Jones, the pass to Thomas. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Trent outside. Portis sets the pick for Trent. To the wing on the left. From past the arc. Portis can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Lillard outside. Prince with a screen on Jones. Three-pointer, Lillard. There it is, only a second basket. He's missed 8. That's a sad 20%.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Prince. Chipped away off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. On the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Gary Trent, and it's Pat Connaughton in for DeLon Wright. Lillard, right side. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Prince can't hit. Spurs leading by 3. And Thomas, here we go. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Bucks.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. It's always fun to watch them play.
Take a break. Take a break.
shot.
And that one falls for Collins. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Connaughton with a screen on Thomas. Middleton can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Thomas. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Bucks trail by 5. Connaughton with it. And it's Vassell picking him up. Pass to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Dame with a strong finish at the rim. Boy, can he pack a punch.
Johnson outside. Collins setting the pick for Johnson. It's a floater, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Hall comes in for Jones. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's Middleton. Off on the layup. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Thomas. And it's good from the elbow. Thomas got 14 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Middleton against Barnes. Middleton drives in. Comes up empty down low. And so Thomas will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Johnson outside. Back to Thomas. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bounce pass Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis says, get off me.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, Bucks, here come your Bucks breaker crew.
checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at Thomas, sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. Thomas with it. Picked up by Portis. Paul outside. The three. The rebound by Middleton.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound San Antonio.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Paul, a screen on Lee. Here's Thomas, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
No good on that one. And the Bucks making a change here. Lights checked in. And he sinks the second. So it's the Bucks now. 8-point game. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
You know, some teams just have your number. And that was the case between these two last season.
Yeah, on paper it looked like it should have been no contest, but the opposite was true.
Thomas, a screen on right. Paul passes to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Lee outside. Pass to Portis. Middleton outside. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Lee. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs leading by 6. Paul passes to Barnes. Now Sohan. Paul outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, a screen on Lee. Paul's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Lee. 11 points for him in that last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Sohan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Right outside. Middleton with a screen for Wright. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Bounce pass Middleton. From deep, Giannis. From range, Giannis takes it.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Ball outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Hey, regardless of the team, if anybody is the captain, it's going to be Chris Paul.
The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Lillard subbed in for DeLon Wright. And both free throws good from Paul. So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 6, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Has to lead. Middleton dishes to Lillard. San Antonio with the rebound. Paul's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. A minute 20 left here in the second. That one good for 2. Giannis has got 16 points.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
All up top. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Lillard, the pass to Middleton. Lee kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the flush by Antetokounmpo!
Beautiful pick that time by Damian Lillard.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. He's got 10. And here is Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to fall. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had him swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Milwaukee Bucks.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF, capital T, soft. I get mad watching them play.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's Lillard. On the floor for San Antonio. Thomas is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie in at the 2-guard.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Paul outside. Here's Thomas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Right around 25 points per, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Thomas. Bucks trail by 11. Middleton outside. Back to Lillard. Pass to Giannis. Lopez, a screen on Thomas. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Lillard finds Lopez. Lee outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Paul. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Antetokounmpo. And Lee pulls it down. Bucks trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the 3 off target.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Lillard against Paul. Outside Thomas. 5 on the clock. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Barnes, right side. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Barnes is really textbook in his posture on his shot. I mean, he squares up well and knocks it down.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lee outside. Tries the spin move.
There's the tenacity of Chris Paul. Always on the surface with him, getting right up on him and not giving him an inch of space to get the shot off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. Number 1, the Spurs.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Lillard, the pass to Middleton. Lillard with it. He's got 10. To end the run. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the rejection by Giannis. Pass to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez a screen. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Lee outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Thomas passes to Champagnie. Paul outside. Lock at 6. Shoots over Lillard. Paul can't get it to go. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. 15-point game. A 3-ball. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Thomas, no good. Milwaukee's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
They drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. Let's see it. Beauty dance lesson. That's nice.
Switch here. Vassell's checked in.
Spurs substitution. Number 24, Devin Vassell.
Here's Paul. He's got 14. Barnes outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Milwaukee now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. It's good. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, Giannis has a really good basketball IQ, so he recognizes that taking and making mid-range jumpers is going to help keep the defense honest when they're guarding.
Thomas down low. Giannis is there. Again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a different texture than it did just a little bit ago. Suddenly, that lead is not looking as comfy and cozy as it once did.
San Antonio leading by 9. On the wing, Barnes. Vassell outside. 3-pointers off the mark. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 41% on the night. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Trent's checked in for the Bucks.
Coming out of the floor for your Bucks, number 5, Gary Trent Jr.
Giannis dishes to Lillard. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside Thomas. Barnes outside. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Double team on Thomas. Kicks it out to Paul. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Paul's got 17.
Really aggressive play that time by Paul at the arc, letting the other team know he's also got that kind of range.
Here's Lee. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And here is Paul. 17 points in the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Lopez. Paul can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lee finds Lillard. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Thomas. Vassell against Lee. Vassell outside. Pass to Thomas. Paul outside. Good on the triple. And now it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Lee kicks to Trent. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Trent's got his third basket of the night right there. Paul outside. Pass to Thomas. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lillard outside. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 11 rebounds in the game. Up and in on the layup. Thomas got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Back to Lillard. Over Paul. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Hey, every time Dame shoots it, you feel like it's going to drop.
Now Paul. 20 points for him. Here's Thomas. Barnes trying to free himself up. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Paul. Thomas got 10 points here in the second half. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. San Antonio with the rebound. Thomas got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama for three. It's hauled in by Trent.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Trent, a screen on Paul. Lillard from outside. Again the miss by Lillard. Spurs leading by 11. It's Thomas high post. Over Giannis. Thomas no good. The Bucks shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Lillard against Paul. Back to Giannis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Trent can't hit. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
That free throw, no good.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Wright in for Lee. San Antonio also making some changes. Collins checked in for Thomas. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Trey Jones subbed in for Paul.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Portis a screen on Jones. Lillard from outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Jones with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Now here's Jones. Nothing on the board. Johnson surveying the floor. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Prince. Nobody near Lillard. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks. And Wembanyama outside. Shot from the top of the key. That one goes. Count it. Wembanyama's got 12. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs out in front, up by 11. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Here we go, fans.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Connaughton and Middleton share the wing duty. And it's Wright in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Thomas kicks to Vassell. Collins setting the pick for Vassell. Hits it from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 14.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Giannis. Nails the baby hook. Antetokounmpo's got 24.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Middleton. Johnson with the defensive effort. San Antonio leading by 12. Thomas dishes to Jones. Collins a screen on Wright. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Here's Middleton. And there it is for him. Here's Jones. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Thomas. And that one is off. Giannis with some nice D. Good D by Thomas. Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now here's Jones. Johnson outside. Collins setting the pick for Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Prince is checked in for the Bucks. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Branham's checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 27 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.